Let's talk about the Balikbayan program in the Philippines. The Balikbayan program was enacted in November of 1989 to attract and encourage Filipinos to return and visit the Philippines. In this video, I'm going to discuss who are qualified under the Balikbayan Privilege Program of the Philippines or the Balikbayan program. Second, who are considered as Balikbayans. And third, what are the travel requirements for Balikbayans and also for the families of Balikbayans. And number four, we are also going to talk about the benefits and privileges of being a Balikbayan. The term Balikbayan can be applied to the following individuals.
Please take note of the definition of a Balikbayan. Who is considered Balikbayan? There are only 4 classifications of passengers considered as Balikbayan. These are either Filipinos or former Filipinos. The first one, a Filipino citizen who has been continuously out of the Philippines for a period of at least 1 year. Also a Filipino overseas worker. And third, a former Filipino citizen and his family who had been naturalized in a foreign country and comes or returns to the Philippines. And also immediate family members, the spouse and children of the Balikbayan who are nationals of countries falling under EO 408, traveling together with the Balikbayan. However, there are former Filipinos who are not entitled to Balikbayan visa. These are former Filipinos and their immediate family members, such as a foreign spouse or foreign children, who are visa-required nationals, meaning nationals of countries not listed under Executive Order Number 408. So that means they must secure entry visas prior to their travel to the Philippines. Now, who are entitled to Balikbayan visa? These are former Filipinos and their immediate family members, such as spouse and children, from visa-free countries under Executive Order Number 408. Okay, so I have a list of countries under Executive Order Number 408. So this means that whether you are a native foreign national or a former Filipino citizen, you are entitled to a maximum of 30 days of visa-free stay in the Philippines. Now, you can avail of the Balikbayan privilege if you are a former Filipino citizen. And if you're a former Filipino citizen, you can avail of the 1-year visa-free stay in the Philippines. I'm just showing the list of countries under EO number 408 to show that even native foreign nationals can avail of the visa-free stay in the Philippines depending on the type of passport that they have. Now, if your country is not listed, then you must secure a visa from a Philippine consulate abroad.
Also, please take note that former Filipino citizens can avail of the 30 days visa-free stay in the Philippines as long as the country is included under Executive Order Number 408. Please take note that there are only certain nationalities who are entitled to this 30 days visa-free stay in the Philippines, and there are also nationalities who needed a visa before traveling to the Philippines. So that means if you have been a naturalized foreign citizen and your country or your new nationality or foreign nationality is not listed under EO number 408, then that means you must secure a visa from a Philippine consulate abroad before traveling to the Philippines. Now, that Philippine consulate abroad must have jurisdiction over your residence. So you cannot simply apply to any Philippine consulates abroad. So that means you have to know the Philippine consulate which has territorial jurisdiction over your residence. So you can apply for a visa to travel to the Philippines. Under the Balikbayan program of the Philippines, there are actually 7 benefits and privileges for all our Balikbayans.
The Balikbayan Privilege Law in the Philippines was primarily established under Republic Act number 6768, and it was amended by RA number 9174 and provides several benefits and privileges for Balikbayan citizens. So some of the privileges include 1 year of visa-free stay in the Philippines, provided that you must declare your status at the port of entry. Also, if the former Filipino citizen is traveling with a foreign spouse or foreign children, the family can also avail of the Balikbayan privilege and they can stay in the Philippines visa-free for 1 year as well. There are also duty-free privileges for Balikbayan citizens, including their family members who are traveling with them. There is a tax-exempt maximum purchase in the amount of 1,500 US dollars or its equivalent. And also there is a kabuhayan shopping privilege and additional tax-exempt purchase in the amount of $2,000 or its equivalent. Another privilege is the designated reception areas at the authorized ports of entry for the expeditious processing of documents. So if you see one, just share in the comments section below. Now, there are also other privileges such as accredited transportation that will ensure the safety and convenience upon arrival. The Department of Tourism and the Department of Transportation and Communications and other concerned government agencies are hereby mandated to implement the program for this particular purpose. There are also travel tax exemption as provided under PD number 1183 and Executive Order number 283 and other allied laws. And also all domestic carriers shall establish a special promotional incentive program for the Balikbayan.
Now, how can you avail of the Balikbayan visa privilege?
Since there are different classifications of Balikbayan, there are Balikbayan citizens who are foreign citizens or who have been naturalized in a foreign country. So you must bring your foreign passport and your foreign passport must be valid for at least 6 months or beyond. And then you must also register for eTravel. Once you present yourself for immigration, you must show your foreign passport and then your passport will be stamped BB. So it means you will be able to avail of the Balikbayan privilege and you can stay in the Philippines for a maximum stay of 1 year. If you are a Filipino citizen, then you can stay in the Philippines indefinitely. If you are a spouse or foreign children of a former Filipino citizen, then you must travel together with a former Filipino citizen to avail of the Balikbayan privilege. To avail of Balikbayan privilege, you must present your passport and eTravel registration.
There are certain conditions or requirements that you must meet in order for you to avail of the 1 year of visa-free stay in the Philippines as a Balikbayan.
If you are a former Filipino citizen, your foreign passport must be valid for at least 6 months or beyond. And if you are an immediate family of a former Filipino citizens, you must also bring additional documents to prove your relationship with the former Filipino citizen, such as bringing your marriage certificate or birth certificate of your children. Although the immigration may not require you to present those documents, it's better to have them with you when traveling to the Philippines.
All passengers going to the Philippines, whether you are Filipino or non-Filipino, must register for eTravel within 72 hours.
Make sure that you register for eTravel before you arrive at the Philippine airport. There are several notices at the airport and it says that the eTravel registration is mandatory. Another important information is that if you're going to bring money or take out money from the Philippines, you also need to declare the currencies, whether US currencies or Philippine currencies, so depending on the amount. And then failure to register for eTravel may be a cause for denial of entry. So I recommend to register for eTravel within 72 hours or within 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days of your travel to the Philippines. There are 2 options when registering for eTravel. First, you can search the website etravel.gov.ph and make sure that you go to the correct government website. Second option is you can download the eGov app, but based on my experience, I actually used my personal computer and registered for eTravel. You will also need a selfie or picture, so make sure to upload a picture from your computer or phone, or you can also take a selfie. Now you have to declare your customs baggage and also the currencies that you will be bringing to the Philippines. Please take note that you will also have to enter the information of the family member that will be traveling with you, including the number of baggage or hand-carried baggage. And then for other goods or purchased acquired abroad, there are some questions regarding the Philippine currency and other items that you will have to declare if it exceeds the quantities for personal use or you are using it for commercial purposes. But if you have nothing to declare, just enter no.
Is there a cost to this Balikbayan privilege? There is no cost to stay in the Philippines visa-free for 1 year. However, once you exceed the period of your stay, even for just a day, if you overstayed in the Philippines, you must secure an extension and also pay the fees and fines. You can do this in two ways. First, you can visit the immigration office in the Philippines, and also you can avail of the online e-services for you to extend your stay in the Philippines. So there is a tourist visa extension for Balikbayans. If you have any other questions or comments, please post them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Again, thank you guys for supporting my channel. And if you haven't liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I always welcome new subscribers. Thank you guys for watching. I hope everyone is staying safe and have a great day.